And it's Athletics LLC, back 4 tiles. We're almost there, but we're ready to go. So, Clyde, how are you tonight? That's all we got. It's the week before break. Yes.
No, no, no,
I'm
no.
just kidding.
I listen. Moving sucks. I know I said that before, but it's a week later and it still sucks. And
Because now
now,
you got to undo what you did.
right, and now in the middle of undoing what I did, I somehow have to pack for a week for the Alphabet Crew convention. So I have very few thoughts that make any sense.
You should have packed for the convention while you were packing the house and
Listen,
then just
listen to me.
Listen, he is not the king of forethought.
Listen, I was in survival mode that day. Okay.
I got a question.
Is it
Yes, sir.
serious as cancer?
How many times in our adult lives have we moved?
Oh,
And I'm
Way
talking
too many.
about since you graduated from college.
Oh my God. Okay.
Let's see how many times.
well,
It's like, okay.
would you like to start with this? I worked at 8 colleges.
that's your fault.
Right. I was like, I'm pretty sure the EP is going to be the winner, but I think I get close.
You said since we graduated from college?
Since you graduated from college. It's pretty wild, isn't it?
I'm at 9.
I'm at 8. I'm at 8. And I ain't had nearly as many jobs as the EP.
Oh man.
And 4, 5 in North Carolina.
And that was, oh, no, I lied. I'm at 10.
You're at 10?
When I lived in Montgomery, I lived in multiple places.
Yeah, see, that's what I had to do was 6.
See, now I guess I got to stop giving my mother so much shit because I'm 1/3 in on her number and I ain't nearly close to her. Terrible.
8.
8 for me. Since I graduated.
I'm at job number 2 and I'm at 8.
Okay, you win. Bye.
Uh,
Bye, Felicia.
Actually 9.
16.
16.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I've lived in 2 different places in Texas.
Jeez, man.
I wasn't even college coaching.
You know what? By the end of the show, I'm gonna revamp that number. I feel like I missed it. Like I'm gonna count that by the end of the show.
All right.
And nonetheless, it still sucks no matter how many times.
So can all of us say we've lived on from the West Coast to the middle of the country to the East Coast? Have we all?
No, me and flyover country don't mix. West Coast down south.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one on the show that has lived in every U.S. time zone except Hawaii. I've lived in.
No, I haven't lived in the mountain.
You didn't,
but
live
I've lived in all
mountain.
3.
Yeah, I lived in all 4.
I've lived.
The mountain is a
everywhere.
weird time zone to live in.
Yeah, I've not done mountain and I've not done West Coast. I've never lived on the West Coast. That's the only. Had opportunities, so got a phone call. You know.
Right.
Glad I didn't move forward with it.
I was gonna say you had enough brain cells to say no.
Oh man.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Come again. Well, that was funny. Suffer in silence. How are you?
I am good. We've had an interesting few days as a sports fan. Boise State made the CFP. Alabama didn't. Those are equally awesome. Clemson made it. So two of my former employers made it, which was awesome. And my two favorite college football teams. Juan Soto signed with the Mets, and then the Yankees turned
For a
around and
lot of money.
the Yankees turned around and signed Max Fried. So three goods and one bad. We'll take
Mhm.
it.
Whatever. I don't even know what you just said. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, the Giants signed a piece. The Giants
They
signed
did.
Willie
They did.
Adames.
Well, and it's Buster's first move, so it's got to be a good one. So, Governor, how are you tonight?
I'm okay. You know, it never gets old this time of year. You know, you're cruising through like the training cycles, just running into each other, and you're just
Mm-hmm.
grinding it out. And then the week before exams pops up. Oh, my back. Oh, my hamstring. Oh, my head. Oh, I don't.
You could have
I
went to a track meet. You could have went to a meet, baby.
And I mean, it is just spreading like wildfire. And you're going, damn, like you're in the best shape of your life. What are you freaking out about right now?
Yep,
You know?
exactly.
But that angst,
Yeah.
they can feel it. They know it's coming. They know the time is near. They know they're about to go home and not do what I told them to do. And they're going to come back and they're going to be freaking out. And I'm going to spend first half of the indoor season just calming them
Moving
down.
it over. Yep.
There you go. Rinse and repeat.
Here's your ashwagandha. Go ahead and take that and chill the F out.
That's right. That's
You'll
right.
be all right. Meanwhile, you'll get the testosterone from that as well.
Exactly.
Anyways, yes, agreed. We're in finals week this week, so it's
Mhm.
hit and miss. And you know what? Academics first. And I'll just sit here and say that first.
Yep.
Absolutely, no consequences for that whatsoever. So, anyhow, let's get into where we actually are here to what we talk about, and to the audience's pleasure as well as Clyde's. The first manner of addressing is the CFP. So we're just gonna go up for it. Just go in and just head first. All right.
I will say this. When they announced that they were going to go to 12, I vowed on the show that I would not be complaining too much about who's in and who's out, because at whatever level you're discussing, you're now talking about the 12th team in the country, and I just don't care. I never expected the reality of it to be even more hilarious than it is.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama got screwed. No, they didn't.
Not at
And
all.
I just could not possibly care less. But I am thoroughly enjoying watching the country freak out over it. Guys, if you are if you are on the bubble of 12,
Yeah.
by definition, you did a lot of screwing up.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, whatever your fate is, you deserved it. It just is what it is. Now, me personally, I'm very happy that the committee seemed to do in the 12-team playoff something that they never did in any other version of it, which is they put the teams in who, quote, deserved to be there, earned
Mhm.
the right to be there.
Mhm.
Before this year, hey, we didn't care about deserve. It was about the four best teams or the two
Mhm.
best teams and all that nonsense.
Strength of schedule.
Yeah, now all of a sudden, it's a little different. And I could sit here for an hour and give my reasons why I think it's a little different, but I'll simply put it like this. Go back and look at the facts of history. It was one way when the SEC invented the BCS system and ultimately controlled the BCS system and were the only power brokers in said BCS system. Now, the money in college football flows through the Big Ten. And the SEC seems to have diminished their power grab just a little bit. And it's very funny to watch everybody fall out over it because there is no doubt that the winners of the college selection committee show were the Big Ten. They did so many favors for the Big Ten. And before everybody pushes back and say, but they screwed Oregon. Yeah, Oregon's not really in the Big Ten. They got no problem screwing Oregon to help the Big Ten. And that's what they absolutely did. So it's funny to watch. I am going to thoroughly enjoy an actual playoff, and I'm here for it.
Okay, but you have to pick a winner now.
Huh?
Now you have
You
to
got-
pick a winner.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about what we thought of the thing. I didn't know we were picking a winner at the moment.
Oh, we're
And
in.
for the
I
record,
told you, head first.
and for the record, Chewy, you ain't just picking a winner. You picking the whole thing.
Oh,
head
no.
to the nah.
No.
Head to the nah.
Pick the winner.
It's way too easy to be like, Texas is
Nah,
going to
we
win.
ain't-
No,
we ain't doing
tell
all- we
me
ain't
the
doing all them
path.
games.
That's
We
not
ain't doing all them
happening.
games.
That's not happening.
At
No,
least,
Texas,
at least tell
I'm
me
not
who the
gonna.
championship's going to be.
That's fair.
All right, I'm not going first though.
We still
I
waiting
gotta find-
for Clyde.
No, I gotta find the pretty.
Oh, I
little-
still got to go first?
You did all
Okay.
that talking.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Hold on. Let me make sure make sure I get my numbers right. Let's see. Make sure I get my numbers right. Make sure I need the bracket.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta find that too.
Here,
Y'all,
I just
y'all
found
want me to send it to you?
I got it. I sent it to you.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So since all y'all are gonna punk out of this, I'll just go ahead and do it. I got Tennessee over Ohio State. I got Texas over Clemson. I got Penn State over SMU. I got Notre Dame over Indiana. Then I got Oregon over Tennessee. Texas better beat Arizona State in the desert. If they don't, y'all will never get that down. I'm rooting for Arizona State, but I'm gonna take
The
Texas.
Peach Bowl is in the desert.
The second round,
Yes,
those
in the
teams
Peach
get
Bowl.
home game.
No. The second round is their
second
neutral
round
sites.
is
They're
a
bowl
neutral
games.
site.
No,
Yes,
Yes, it is. It's in the
Yes.
Peach Bowl. It's in Atlanta.
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
in Atlanta.
wait.
Wait.
Oregon, Arizona State, Boise, and Georgia get home games. The next
No.
round is the bowls.
No.
No.
Yes.
First
No.
round, and then hold on. I'm looking at first rounds right now. Clemson, Texas, Arizona has the bye. Tennessee, Ohio State, Oregon has the bye.
Uh-huh.
SMU, Penn State, Boise has the bye. IU, Notre Dame, Georgia has the bye. That's
Right.
first round.
Right. So that's going to
Quarter-
leave you with 8 teams.
The 8 teams.
Quarterfinals.
Go ahead.
Quarterfinals is the winner of the Clemson, Texas game, Arizona at the Peach Bowl.
At the
Yeah,
Peach Bowl.
That's in Georgia.
That's in Georgia.
And
Yeah,
then
so
winner of
You either get a home game or you get
Yeah.
a week off.
You get a week off.
You
Oh,
don't
then
get both.
I need a minute then. I have to read down.
here, I will send you this.
I read it completely wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so then they really screwed Oregon.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
They completely screwed Oregon.
So as
'Cause
far
after
as
all of
as-
that, you
as-
don't even get to play in Austin.
No,
In Austin?
No.
no. So that was that was the only part
that's
of my
whack.
diatribe that I wanted to share with y'all is the fact that, this is complete. What this committee has done is it's turned the standard that we've been used to pretty much all our lives on its head. Oregon has the absolute worst journey to the CFP championship game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, without a doubt. And and it's funny because you look at what Texas has to do, and they're sitting there going, man, we can do this. Because you're not hosting as someone who gets a bye, you're not hosting a game. You're going to, and you're just getting a weekend off.
Okay, so
You know?
I'm just gonna say this. Like, I think this whole so and so got screwed and so got helped is absolutely wild talk. Like the teams are still the teams, right? So okay, the path for Oregon is they got to buy, and then they play the winner of, was it Tennessee
Ohio State.
and
Ohio
Ohio
State.
State? Okay, so did you see the Ohio State game?
I
Uh-huh.
did.
Okay, so we somehow think that given a month off or 3 weeks, and then they play a game that is going to propel them to A, beat Tennessee, but more importantly, then B, come back and beat the team that slapped them to sleep. Like,
Wait a minute. Oregon
not-
didn't
I'm
slap
not-
them to sleep.
Yeah, I'm not
Oregon was
even
a very close game in Oregon.
I said this to Sir Lucius. The score of that game was way closer than the game was.
Okay.
So I get it. Like, you know, this whole thing about like Oregon got screwed. You know what? Maybe. But all the other paths, like, you know what I have been absolutely laughing at? The people who have anointed Penn State.
I don't have people anointed Penn State, or
Absolutely. They're
wait a
like,
minute, or did they just point out that Penn State has on paper, especially since now you're not going to Boise, Idaho to play, a very soft path?
So again, the assumption that the path is soft is wild to me because look anyway, the Boise State disrespect is going to continue until this tournament is over, and that's all I'm going to say.
I think Boise State's the second best team in the country,
and so then I don't get how Penn State got it easy. Like,
I said on paper.
I'm just telling you this right now. Look, I'm gonna make a whole lot of people who watch this show pissed off. Take SMU and the points.
Oh, wait. See, you did something very slick there. You did something. If you're gonna say Tech and SMU and the points, I'd agree with you. Are you saying that SMU is gonna beat Penn State straight up?
I'll say that. I would take
in Happy Valley
at the whiteout. Yes.
In the snow.
Yes.
All right.
No.
Okay. Yes.
Not a chance.
All right. Since I've had a minute to look at these locations, not only did they screw Oregon, man, they helped Georgia. Okay.
They did.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Absolutely helped Georgia. Now that.
Oh my God. But see, the problem is Georgia doesn't have a quarterback, like, at all.
Where are the bowl games at? This is what I need to know. Can you read those again?
Okay. Arizona State plays the winner of Clemson, Texas in Atlanta.
That's the Peach Bowl?
Peach Bowl.
Okay.
Winner of Tennessee, Ohio State plays Oregon in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not a home game, but there's going to be a lot of Duck fans there.
West Coast.
West Coast,
right.
Okay.
The winner of SMU Penn State plays Boise State in Arizona. Fiesta Bowl.
Yes, in the Fiesta Bowl, where just want to remind people,
greatest college football game
ever.
The greatest college football game ending ever. And if you don't think that those blue and orange seats have already been sold,
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
And then where's the last one?
And then the winner of Indiana Notre Dame, the Battle of Indiana, goes and plays Georgia in New Orleans, baby.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. No.
See.
No.
Now.
You may as well have the game.
That's a home game.
That
is a home game.
The only thing that would have been worse is if they were playing at LSU.
Half of Georgia is going to migrate to New Orleans the week of.
So I was gonna when I thought that when I thought the games were slightly different locations, I had one opinion. So I have a slightly different opinion. But the bottom line is, I have Penn State beating SMU. I have Boise beating Penn State.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. I have Notre Dame beating Indiana. Georgia doesn't have a quarterback. I'm picking Notre Dame.
If you can score 2 touchdowns, you will beat Georgia. They
didn't have a quarterback before.
That's my feeling.
And they damn sure don't have one now. I'm picking Notre Dame. So Notre Dame versus Boise in the Orange Bowl for the right to go to the final. And I got Oregon versus Texas in the Cotton Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't screw Oregon at all.
That's
the
what
right-
I'm saying.
For the right to go to the championship, but my championship is Boise versus Oregon, and Oregon wins.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna eliminate 5 minutes from this show. My championship game is the same, and I'm picking the Broncos.
What?
It's not.
Okay.
Listen, it's not a bad pick.
It's so funny to me that you laugh. They were winning the game with 3 seconds to go and lost on a walk-off field goal. I will
said
take the Broncos.
Boise is the
Suffering
next best
silence.
team in the country.
I said it
Suffering
with my
silence.
chest.
Go ahead and go ahead and get that you know that the rest of your life type earnings. Just go ahead and call your bookie right now.
Hey, you
Get
live
it
in
done.
Texas, baby. You can do it.
Oh my goodness.
No, there's no online betting here.
There's not?
No, I have to go up an hour to the casino in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Hey, if you believe that pick, you put 1,000 on that right now.
Say it with your chest, man.
Listen, I can't put 1,000 because there's people. They don't. Yeah, that's not happening.
Oh God.
But I'm gonna say this. I know I worked there and I know I love Boise State football, but I am telling y'all, I am not saying that out of any level of delusion.
Okay.
I've seen every single one of these teams play multiple times this year, and the two best teams in this group are Boise State and Oregon. And look, and I will debate anybody who wants to debate that when I see y'all at the convention. What you
All
got,
right.
you two?
Well, I got Texas and Notre Dame
In the championship.
in the championship.
Terrible.
And I have Texas winning that game.
Of course. He's going straight homer with the Sarkeys. He wants to live in a world where Matthew McConaughey's holding a trophy at midfield.
Hey now.
That's funny. So I somehow got to Boise and Oregon as well, and that wasn't necessarily educational. I was just going off the whim. But I don't have a winner. I can't pick a winner because I don't know.
You have to pick a winner.
Okay. Tell me, right hand or left hand?
Who has better uniforms, Chewy?
Yeah, who's the better uniforms?
Okay, so that's okay.
Oregon
like
has
the
better
Oregon-
uniforms, but Boise has better helmets.
And I like the blue and orange better. So you got to pick a hand. That's how I'm going,
That
On
one.
the count of left.
right?
You're left. You're left.
My
Your
left,
left.
Oregon
Yes.
wins.
All right.
That's fine.
That's as educated guess as I can get.
So we got 2 Oregons, a Texas, and a Boise.
Mhm.
Yep. All right. Here, I'm going to write that down. It's
This
in
is
my notes for the
mind-blowing.
show.
Like, people really need to look at this. Oregon went into the Big Ten, where everybody said they couldn't play half the games. They went undefeated,
Yep.
blew out pretty much everybody except Boise State and Ohio State, and they are rewarded by playing Tennessee or Ohio State, not at home, then going to Texas to, in all likelihood, play Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this. The game being in the Rose Bowl would be somewhat nullified if they play Ohio State, because the Ohio
Sure.
State folks make that trek. It used to make that trek every year.
Right. Now I will say, since we're talking college football, if I had the ability to perform a little jig here, I would do that. We all know the Pac-12 doesn't exist anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but the Pac-12 won 2 championships.
Yes.
Year
Yes.
1.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
told you so, and I'm not necessarily talking to y'all because I know the EP was on my page with that. I told y'all so. The disrespect forever has been so overhyped, so
Mhm.
overblown. And the one thing that all these realignments and rule changes, all this stuff has exposed is just how just utter BS we've been spoon fed forever. Because guess what? The SEC so terrible that the Big 12 team went in
Big
the
12?
SEC and made the championship game. So whatever. Like, I'm not trying to hear none of that. It's nonsense.
Well,
I
I
mean,
think it's really
kid-
funny that Oregon in their first year in the Big Ten
Yep.
did something nobody in the Big Ten could ever do, which was beat
Ever.
Michigan and Ohio
And
State.
Ohio State. Yep. I
Yeah.
mean, think
Look,
about
James Franklin has never done that.
yeah.
Hey, it was impossible to go undefeated in the Pac-12.
Mhm.
Oregon ain't got no problem going undefeated in the Big Ten.
Mhm.
No problem. Arizona State couldn't win half their games in the Pac-12.
Right,
Were
right.
slated to finish last and ran right on through the Big
Yep.
12.
And while we're on the subject, I mean, SMU had a chance to win that ACC championship game. They did.
Oh, that was a great game.
You know,
Should have won.
so almost every champion of each of these Power Four conferences could have come from another conference.
That's right.
First time member going in there and just wrecking shop. I mean, that's what you got. I mean, you gotta love it. But can you imagine that person that actually placed that bet and got all four? I mean, come on, just go ahead and retire.
That's crazy. Well, it's in the notes, so we'll come back to that one.
Mhm.
So, next, World Athletics picked a coach of the year, and this is actually, so I don't know if you picked this EP because you saw it in the comments, but it actually was a question to us for our opinion. World Athletics selected coach of the year as Trevor Painter, GB coach of Keely Hodgkinson. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Hodgkins.
Hodgkins, there you go.
Hodgkinson.
Hodgkinson.
It is Hodgkinson. Sorry,
Yeah.
my
Okay,
bad.
well,
I did that to
that's
you.
why
My
you don't
fault.
listen to him.
Oh, geez.
So, who do we think could have won it? I don't want to say should have, could have won it.
Who are our picks for
Our
that?
picks. Yes, that's the better way to say it.
Can I keep mine simple and hope to be corrected by a more intelligent answer?
Go right ahead.
Sure.
Coaching at that level is extremely difficult. And you do the work, but you don't actually control the performances. You don't get out there and compete. So I would give my coach of the year to the coach who walked out of the Olympics with 3 gold medals, and that would be Tanja Buford Bailey.
I mean, you said I'm not sure why you had to put all the qualifiers out there.
I'm
like,
just
you could have said that with your chest, drop the mic, and walk out.
I'm saying it like the 3. Does someone else have more than 3?
Listen, that's your choice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the choice whatsoever.
I'm literally asking, did another coach achieve 3 gold medals?
I mean, I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Y'all are the stat nerds. That's why I'm asking.
I mean, technically, yes.
Okay.
2 people on a relay. Oh, wait, no, because there wasn't a gold medal in there.
It wasn't a gold medal.
Well, no, that's not true. There's 2 gold medals on a relay.
Okay.
So technically 4, because there were 2 individual, and then those same two individuals were on the gold medal relay. Did I miss something?
I'm wondering who you're talking about.
Yes, who are you talking about?
Dennis
Mitchell?
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, I got you.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
silver, bronze, and then
Yes.
from the 4x1, gold. Got it.
Correct.
Yeah, no, I'll take it.
I got you. That's your choice, and I feel it. Yes, I know I threw this question in there, and I thought about it a bunch, and I flip flopped a couple times, and I'll just say that given the tasks at hand and what they did, both Tanja and Mouse got serious consideration in my own brain because I know how hard those things were to do. But I just, maybe it's because I'm a combined eventer and numbers of personalities I know make coaching that much harder. But for Dennis to coach 3 completely different types of women to make the final
Mm-hmm.
in the 100 meters, and then for 2 of them, I mean, let's just be honest, they finished 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, right?
Who finished fourth?
TT? Am I wrong?
Am I high? TT Terry got 4th place in the Olympics in the 100.
I
Nah.
mean,
Is
okay.
that right?
I'll look. I don't remember.
If it's not 4, it's like 2, 3, 5. I'm like, I feel pretty confident. But either way, so while y'all look that up, I will continue with my soliloquy. All 3 of them making the final, and 2 of them making the medal stand, and then coming back, and all 3 of them, you know, partnering obviously with Gabby to win the gold medal amidst, as we all know, the drama of our relay pool selections and such.
Okay.
That's
Fit.
So it was 2, 3, 5.
Yeah.
That's 9 days of some pretty intense coaching.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of
Daryl Nieta was 4th.
at the end of a pretty intense year. So in a lean at the tape, I would give it to Dennis Mitchell for getting all 3 members of the sprint group he took with him into the final of the Olympics.
I mean, I am on the same wavelength as Clyde. Tanja, I mean, what else can you say? You know, but you're looking at this list and you're thinking about what would have happened at these Olympics without Edric, without Boogie, without
Right.
Dennis, and without Tanja. And then you take,
Right.
and then, I mean, where are we at right now? We have a very special group of coaches right now that are doing some very, very special things. Like it's, and you know, when you ask questions like this and you start to do your research and you're going, man, this is highly impressive. And not just from one country. We're talking about multiple countries. First time medal, gold medal winner from St. Lucia. I mean, St. Lucia, like these are really amazing things. So I give the nod to Tanja because that was pretty special what she did. You know, but my close second would be Edric, actually.
I could see that. He won the race that
Mm-hmm.
Suffer in Silence is
Yeah.
elevating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like, I mean, look, I want to be clear so that, you know, nobody comes after anybody. These are very close. This is a very close contest.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I can make a similar case as I just made for Dennis for Mouse. You take a rookie to the Olympics, she makes the final in the 100 hurdles.
Yeah.
Right? In a year dealing with all kinds of things off the track, you get the youngster who is still young in the finals, still no medal in the Olympics, the 200, right? And then you got, you know, what is the emerging GOAT in the men's 110s to get the one monkey that was on his back off of his back, right? Again, it's 9 days of a lot of coaching, right? What you said about Tanja couldn't be said any better, right? So like, I she could get my vote too.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to be clear, like, look, we have the utmost respect for all of these coaches. In a lot of ways, part of the reason we say what we say is so that more than one of them gets shine.
So
Sure.
the name that hasn't been said yet, that I don't know that he could win, but I think could be in conversation, is Travis as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because the amount of bodies, the impact, and then he had a gold.
Sure. And I mean, this would happen almost any year, but especially, you know, the weight of the Olympics, right? The Olympics dominates all things. People forget Tanja was on fire all year.
Yeah.
Mhm,
I mean,
mhm.
she broke the world record in the
Yep.
60 hurdles,
Yep.
only to have Devin Charlton break it on
Break it
them
again.
at the World Championship because, you know, with the other record holder out to injury, right? So like it was a crazy year across the board, and you know, I don't really know how World Athletics goes about that particular award because that one is so subjective.
It is.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
that's crazy subjective, and you know. Shout out to Keely Hodgkins's coach. Like he did an amazing job. But, you know, if you're asking the American panel, we're
Oh,
giving it to the American.
so here you go. The Coaching Achievement Award recognizes coaches who have made outstanding achievements and contributions to develop, encourage, and strengthen coaching at all levels in athletics.
I mean, like I said, I felt like it was more of a legacy type, not necessarily who was the best coach or who had the best results in Paris. I mean, that's a very, very, very particular honor. Who had the best week?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Essentially, that's a whole different kettle of fish.
So this is its inaugural award.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the first time they've done it.
Correct, as it
So,
reads.
so what are our thoughts on what Joanna did this year then? I mean, how would you classify her
Yeah.
her athlete's performance?
I mean,
Special.
Joanna had a hell of a year.
Special.
I mean, Joanna had a hell of a year on two different fronts,
Mm-hmm.
on the NCAA side and on the professional side. Hence
Yeah.
why she was given the Nike USATF
Right.
coach of the year. I mean, well deserved.
Yeah. And then where
You've
does Bobby Kersey fit into this mix?
I mean,
Bobby's
it-
won too many things.
it was a bad year for Bobby. He only had Sid.
He only got a gold and another world record. It's
Yeah.
not enough.
Yeah,
Bobby's graded on a curve.
That's right.
What okay, hold on. What are we at? 84, 8, 92, 96, 2000, 2004, 8, 12, 16, 21, 24. It's
a lot of years.
I can't make my face say that. This man has
crazy.
coached at least one gold medalist in
Mhm.
11 straight Olympics. Like,
Wow.
guys,
44 years.
if we really were going to like quantify that and put that on a scale of things in comparison to what any other coach in any other sport, including this one, has ever done, it all pales in comparison. Look, that's better than Bill Belichick's six championships as a head coach, 2 as an assistant. That's better than Nick Saban's 7 national championships.
It is.
And only because of the level differences, it's better than Coach McDonald's 40 national championships.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can send a petition to have World Athletics rename their award.
Yes, the
The
Bobby
Bobby
Kersey Award.
Yes. Coaching award for the record.
Yes.
USATF. I understand Nike throws the dollars, but the Bobby Kersey Coach of the Year award, that is
presented to you by Nike. There you go.
You know, whatever.
There you go.
11 straight Olympics. And I'm not betting against him on 12 because he still coaches Sid.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna be around for 28. He's gonna be around.
That's right.
You know, they might win 5 gold medals in Atlanta. I mean, in Atlanta, in LA.
Wrong side.
Somewhere he gonna win.
All right. Keeping up with what I had mentioned last week. Holiday question.
Boo.
Oh my gosh. What's that? Krampus? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
There you go.
Krampus sweater, which did not make the move, by the way.
It didn't make the move?
No.
What?
Wow.
No.
Wow. All right.
I only own that thing because of y'all.
I mean, you could have worn it next week on the live show.
Oh my gosh.
No.
So anyways, okay. not necessarily your top three, because if you don't have three, that's fine. But up to your top three holiday songs.
And for the audience, how are we defining holiday again?
A day to be celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
So
All
it
right.
doesn't have to fall into the winter. It can just be
A day to be celebrated.
A
I
a
day
day
like
to
that.
be celebrated.
So
Um,
you said three?
up to three. If
So
you
are we
can't come
going
up with
one,
three,
one, one, and continue?
yes, and you
Okay.
can pass. I will allow you to pass this one.
I'll start. Wham! Last Christmas.
Yes, yes. So, as a child,
Mm-hmm.
ignorance is bliss. George Michael didn't know.
Didn't
I
know.
loved him. I thought I was gonna marry him.
Nobody knew. Nobody knew.
Everybody knew.
Stop it.
Hey,
But I
Stop
thought
it.
I was gonna marry him. I
I'm gonna
did
throw.
think I
I'm
was
gonna
gonna marry
throw
him.
another one at you. Menudo.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
All right, nobody knew. With Menudo.
There you go.
Everybody knew about George Michael. The man wore eyeshadow. We had clues, put it that way. We had clues.
The entire pop, Euro pop invasion wore
Yeah.
eyeshadow. Come on, man.
Yep.
I mean,
Hey.
Everybody
You're not
knew
wrong.
about Boy George. They did not know
Yes.
about George Michael.
yeah. Okay.
That's funny. That's funny.
At least you hope for flexibility.
Chu, are you gonna go?
Sure. So to keep in that theme, Baby It's Cold Outside. Those two melt me every time.
Boy, that song is
Didn't that song get canceled?
it's under attack, boy.
Oh, who
I
cares?
don't care.
They came after it, boy.
Listen, I will
That's-
say this. and I have no idea who this person is, but I saw this on TikTok. There is a white comedian who has a bit about the cancellation of Baby It's Cold Outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's brilliant.
It
and
is.
his point is, whatever you think of Baby It's Cold Outside should or should not be canceled. Just understand, at the time that controversy was popping off, the number one song in the country here was WAP.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
It's true.
Exactly.
It's a great bit.
So
You should totally
Yeah,
see it.
yeah,
It's
pretty
hilarious.
cool. It's really
I'll have to
cool.
look it up.
Number 3 for me is Santa Baby.
Oh Lord. Okay.
No one said we had to sing the song.
Well, I'm feeling
That's funny.
very holiday spirity.
All right. Well, Chewy very brilliantly said that a day to be celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
Election day is a day to be
Oh
celebrated.
geez.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
boy.
And therefore, my holiday classic, first one on my list is YG featuring Nipsey Hussle, Fuck Donald Trump.
All right, that's awesome. Next,
It's classic.
Oh God. I almost forgot about that. I almost
Oh,
forgot about
man.
that. Oh wow,
Wow.
that was funny.
All right. What's your number 2, Chew?
Feel good. It's a feel good song.
I have to think because I have a song that's in my head that I can't get.
all right,
To it.
I'll go. My number 2 holiday song is Stevie Wonder's "Happy Birthday" for Martin Luther King's birthday.
Oh, that's forever a classic.
Mhm.
Forever a classic. For me, I mean, and this is like when you talk about the classics, there is no song that just, gets me in the spirit than It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. But you're talking like Bing Crosby, that the
version.
gravitas. Oh man. Like when that hits me, I'm like, okay, it's time. It's time for me to smile.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So from working retail and hospitality for a good portion of my life, I hate that song.
Yeah, that's
No, I understand that.
I hate that song. Like having worked hospitality and restaurant management for over 20
See.
years, like as soon as the day after Thanksgiving happens, I'm like,
Mhm.
oh my
There
God.
it is. See,
Anxiety just goes through the roof. Or
nope.
angst, not anxiety. I'm sorry.
For us regular folk, it only happens right around, I'd only have to hear it one time during the year,
Oh man. So mine is like Suffer in Silence won't like this. I think we can all classify it as a Halloween song, and if it's for debate, then I'll choose a different one. But Thriller.
Oh,
Ooh.
come on. Come
Yeah.
on.
You're stretching.
Oh
Stretching.
gosh.
You might pull a hamstring, but
Okay.
Are we
goodness.
playing Thriller while we're watching Die Hard?
well, no. See, that's what I'm saying.
Because they're equally Christmassy to me.
No. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
No,
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is.
Stop.
It is
It's
an
a movie that
absolute
happens.
Christmas
It's a movie that happens during Christmas. It is
He's
not a Christmas
trying
movie.
to get home for Christmas.
It's no
It is a
different
movie
than Home
that
Alone.
happens.
They're trying to
during
get home for Christmas.
Oh,
It's Home
Lord.
Alone with violence.
Not
Yes.
talking to any of you.
Home Alone is violent.
Yes,
Just saying.
With real violence.
With real violence.
with real violence for sure.
Next.
I literally lost mine in the middle of that nonsense. I will say, and I don't have a particular song in this category because he's done so many well. I will simply say that anything by Michael Bublé in the holiday theme is awesome.
Okay.
It is. Very romantical. What's your face? Suffer in Silence?
I had a really good...
To that end, I will see you one Michael Bublé, who I do love. I refuse to pick between Nat King Cole songs. So I'm just gonna say Nat King Cole songs is number one. Because the Christmas song and I See Three Kings or whatever, like we could be here for a while. Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah.
We could be here for a while. So I'm just gonna say Nat King Cole for $1 million.
All
Okay.
right. Mine. Go ahead.
Yours is going to be appropriately themed, so you should close. Mine is not.
Oh, here we go again.
But back in...
Are you doing Christmas in Hollis?
A Day to Be Celebrated.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was going to say that.
No.
Anyways, go ahead.
Back to A Day to Be Celebrated. It is football season.
Oh, here we go.
The Super Bowl is a day to be celebrated. I never thought I would hear a better rendition of the Star Spangled Banner than Whitney Houston. As a recent awakening of the vocal just genius that is Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton's Star Spangled Banner from the Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl is the best I've ever heard.
Wow.
It's good. It's definitely good. I do agree. It's definitely good.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no damn Whitney, but it's good.
Nope. It ain't no Whitney.
I hear you. And I like Whitney. But if you ask me which one I want to hear again and again and again, I'm choosing his.
That was Whitney in the Rose Bowl, right?
Yeah, in LA.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, Chew. Sorry. I didn't steal it. I just meant it. So you can still sing it.
Go ahead.
I said Christmas in Hollis, but my honorable mention, and there are different ones. What's the song from This Christmas?
Chris
Baby
Brown?
sings it. Yeah, I can't think of it right now.
It's This Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
This
kidding.
Christmas.
Yeah, so that
Mhm.
one. So that's honorable mention. And Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. That gets me.
Mhm.
That one does get me.
Interesting.
Listen, I'll
Mhm.
tell you right now, if you listen to Chris Brown's version of This Christmas, like forget the movie. The movie's amazing.
Right.
But if you just listen to the song, you damn near find yourself. I need to call somebody and tell them I love them. Merry
Mhm.
Christmas.
Just hopefully no one you
See?
punched in the face.
Oh, see, here we go.
See? Here we go.
Wow.
Here we go.
Opened up that can of fish. So I would be remiss if I did not hearken back to my days growing up in the Cayman Islands and the fact that every Christmas song that you can think of has a reggae version, has
I
a
have to
calypso
find
version.
this. I have to find this.
It is, trust me, it's every one of them has a twang to it. But growing up, there was a group called the Sal Soul Orchestra, and they would do a Christmas They had a song called Christmas Melody, and they basically took
Mm.
all of those top Christmas songs and they just they rejigged it. And to this day, like whenever I go home, I know I'm home when I hear that song. 'Cause
I can
it's
get down with that.
yeah, Sal
Okay.
Soul, SALSOUL, Sal Soul Orchestra, Christmas Melody.
Let me see if they got that on Apple Music.
They should.
Wait, did we all give the last one?
I
I
gave
gave 3.
I gave 3.
I gave like 12.
I was gonna say I gave 2 and
I will
and a
say
whole Nat
this.
King Cole album.
I will throw this out there so we don't get flamed. I don't want to hear it, but Mariah Carey holiday
Oh man.
Oh,
should
Oh
be
boy.
mentioned.
I mean,
Oh
listen,
boy.
You
I'm
don't
gonna
get
say it like this. The only reason I didn't mention it is because I assumed somebody was going to, right? You're a liar if you say it's not in your top 5.
Oh, come on now.
And let's just be honest. Like, listen, I said this to somebody earlier tonight. Can you imagine doing something 20 years ago? You're done with it. You don't have to do nothing else to it, right? And then
Mhm.
every single year, somebody gives you a check for $20 million.
Yep.
right.
Not for now, forever.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be playing that song to the tune of $15 to $20 million worth of residuals to the Mariah Carey Family Foundation forever.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
listen, some people say that album she did is like the best album, like, holiday album ever. I'm not necessarily a fan, but the girl can
Look, her and Nat King Cole, they own Christmas.
Yep.
They own Christmas.
Another honorable mention, and I don't know, maybe they're offended by this, but I don't know. But the Adam Sandler Tronica song
Mm.
or dreidel, or like I had quite a few Jewish friends back in the day, so if it's not entertaining to you, I apologize. They were entertained and we listened to it, so blame it on them. But I will take accountability if I offended you. I apologize. But anyways,
wait,
so,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. Any of the South Park musical
oh
about
no,
holiday,
yeah.
any of them.
So
What am I
I
gonna
have to
say?
thank you, Big League, because you're now having me dig into my memory banks,
Playlist.
and now I have to go watch Love Actually
Oh, of course.
again.
Yes.
You must do
Yes.
that.
I have to
Yes.
watch it because that Beach Boys song, in Love Actually,
Mhm.
Of course.
what's it called?
It's
Love
out of my
Actually is
head.
a top
God
5.
only knows. Oh my
That is a
goodness.
top 5 Christmas movie.
Wow. Wow,
But
wow, wow.
but
Oh, it's
listen,
on Apple Music, by the way.
What is
Sal Soul
Salso?
Orchestra.
There you go.
how are you not listen? People sleep on the South Park Christmas catalog. Merry Effing Christmas by Mr. Garrison.
Oh boy.
Oh Holy Night by Eric Cartman. The Lonely Jew on Christmas, Kyle Barflosky. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Okay. Christmas Time in Hell.
Oh.
Okay.
That one had a video.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I mean, listen, there is a list here, people. You got to get your South Park on.
So,
Whew.
do you know? So, I still have not watched an episode of South Park. Growing up, I wasn't allowed to watch it, and so I just never watched it.
Shoot.
Listen, in the last 24 hours, I've heard someone tell me they have never seen an episode of The Simpsons, and someone tell me they have never seen an episode of South Park.
Okay, Chewy,
I keep wondering what planet I'm on.
listen to me. Since I'm going to see you next week, between right now and you getting on that plane, you have time. I need you to watch. You don't have to watch the episodes. I'll send you the episodes, but you need to watch the South Park movie. And since you have never
No.
seen South Park,
I heard it's so stupid.
no, ma'am.
No, it's
No, ma'am.
hilarious.
It is genius
Okay.
and hilarious. And you, of all people, will be very entertained by the smart comedy in that not for children's movie.
Okay.
South Park movie, you have no context whatsoever. It will
None.
make it even funnier because you have no context. You will
Oh,
be
goodness.
more offended because you have no context.
Okay. I'll make sure I do it.
Dude, I'm talking about when that movie came out. I went to the theater. There were parents who thought it was for children.
I remember that. Like, I remember
And
people
all I can tell you
up in
is,
arms.
all I can tell you is, I want you to tell me, I want you to watch the movie, and I want you to tell me the moment where the majority of the parents left the theater. I bet you will figure it out. But it is a very holy shit moment in that
Oh,
movie.
God.
And it was a mass exodus. It was hilarious.
I
Okay.
went to see, what's the movie with there was an NC-17 rating with just the puppets?
The
Team America.
parks. Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
So I saw that in the movie theater, and somebody brought their children.
You know,
Mm-mm.
see, not everybody should.
I haven't seen that one either.
Oh, well, good
That
for
whole
you.
genre. That
I-
genre didn't do it.
I own that movie, so
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, y'all. That was fun. Goodness. Oh, we did have
What?
one more topic. I'm bringing it up. Sorry, we got to do it. Who is your favorite clinician to listen to, talk to, interact with, whether it's on Zoom, in person, whatnot? I bring this back up because we're getting ready for convention next week. And maybe someone that's mentioned tonight is going to present next week, and that intrigues someone to go. So that's why I bring it up. Sorry to end the show and then bring it back on.
No,
So,
listen, I mine will be short and sweet. As a person who is presenting next week, I haven't actually looked at who else is presenting next week, but my favorite presenter, it's not really even close, is Vince Anderson.
dang it.
Because he is thorough. You can tell when people get on a stage if they give a shit or not.
Mhm.
And Vince is one of the very rare people who actually like legitimately cares about spreading knowledge and the health of our sport and coaching education. And he's just one of these very genuine people that wants to see his profession be better. So I don't care what Vince is presenting on. I will go listen to it.
Mhm.
It could be anything. And it will be thorough, it will be detailed, it will make sense, and you will learn something. Vince Anderson is by far my all-time favorite clinician.
My 1B to him is Boo.
Same here.
Yes.
Yeah, they're interchangeable, and it only
Yeah.
because of topics. If I have to choose between the two, I'm screwed.
So, and I will credit Boo for simplifying my approach, and it's worked wonders for me. And specifically, I remember watching one of his talks, and it was specifically talking about jumpers. And I remember him talking about, when we're doing or speed endurance, the 150s, the 120s, stuff like that. All he says is, let me see you shift gears. That's it. He's like, I'm not going to time you. I'm not going to put a clock on you, but I want to see you move through your phases. I want to see a marked shift from.
That's a great cue.
And I remember sitting there going, here I am putting a clock. Now, we all know, right? Jumpers, the various capabilities are like night and day, right? The kid that needs 22 steps because they can't get the speed going, compared to the kid who, if you don't put him at 18, They're gonna
Ugh.
run out, right?
The wheel's gonna fall off.
So you put them in a space where they're doing speed endurance, and you're just saying, "Hey, I know your capabilities are so far and so far apart. Just let me see you shift gears, hit the button." You know what I mean? And that cleared things up for me, big time, in respect to jumpers.
Mhm.
And that's how I'll approach it. And it's interesting to this day, on those days, their eyes are wide open because they're like, "Oh, we're gonna die," and all of this stuff. Oh, so coach, how fast do you want these? Just run, go run. Let me see you go through your phases and let me see you set up your race. And I'll leave it be. And it takes a whole lot of pressure off. And I have to thank Boo for that. Sorry for that.
Oh, they are presenting at the same time. I thought I had that in my head for a reason. They're
Are they
both on
really?
Tuesday at 1:15.
Yeah, they're both
Oh.
going
And
Tuesday.
literally both two relevant topics.
Mhm.
Early season training essentials, and then Boo's
Oh.
doing exploring activation, potentiation, and stimulation and strength training. Two
Oh,
super relevant.
man. Yep.
You got it. So on that one, you guys got a tag team. So person
You
A
know
got to go
what?
one.
You know what's
Person
funny
B,
about
you guys
that?
record it.
Instinctually, I say y'all should definitely change that around, but they probably did that on purpose so the whole convention didn't end up in one room.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah, very true, very true.
Very true.
It's funny. You know, I'll say this. I think those two are incredible answers. Oddly enough, one of the best clinicians I've ever seen perform is Tony Vini.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
He's great on stage.
On
Mhm.
stage, he's outrageously good. But I was gonna say about Boo, like he's just so dry. Like if you
Yes.
like
Yeah.
if you like highbrow comedy,
Yep.
right? If you like comedy that makes you have to just where you have to be smart to get it,
Mm-hmm.
he could have been a comedian. And
But
like
you don't realize it till like 3 minutes later.
I went to his last level 2 that he did for USATF. And the first thing he says, everybody comes in, he's like, welcome to level 2 sprint symposium. And the thing is, he just said it and kept going.
Oh, man.
True.
And then like
it is the
2 or
hidden.
3 minutes later, he rounds back. He's like, I was just kidding, right?
True. It is the hidden highbrow comedy that will make you love South Park, the movie.
Okay, so then maybe I
Yeah.
might like it.
Yeah. But I do want to out her on something though, Clyde. Her favorite movie is Dumb and Dumber. So
Okay.
I love Dumb and Dumber.
I'm not sure that she always
And
needs
Tommy
the
Boy.
highbrow humor.
Yeah, no, nothing highbrow about those. I can't even watch them. I can't even watch them.
Listen,
Love.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you're having a bad day, just pull up the clip on YouTube from Tommy Boy when Chris Farley has on the little jacket
Oh.
and he's singing
Fat
"Fat
Guy
Guy
in a little
Coat."
coat. Or when he's in the trying to pitch the thing and he's like, you get fresh, your car's on fire. Yeah.
I've
Love it.
seen both
Anyways.
of those movies once.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, all the time.
Listen,
all the time.
Fat Guy in a little coat
Oh, man.
will remove whatever angst you have in your body. If you just watch it, just the clip on YouTube, it's enough.
So
Okay, so
before Chew hits the button, I have to do a public apology. For a very long time, not just these past weeks, for a very long time, I've given my mother a lot of shit for how many times she has moved in life. And it's a lot. It's at least, y'all think it's at least 35 times. Okay?
Sure.
I just realized I'm roughly half her age, and I have moved since graduating college
Yes.
16 times.
Oh my
So
God.
we're tied.
Wow.
16.
We're tied. 16. Let's go.
So, Gina,
Meh.
love you, because she watches the show.
I was gonna
I
say,
love
does she
you.
still watch?
Oh, absolutely. I love you, and I'm sorry. Yeah, that's crazy. 16.
16.
I just counted it. I've been counting it.
Look. So I want everybody to get off my back because I had 8 jobs. He hasn't.
No, apparently I've inherited my mother's, you know,
Nomad.
in
Nomadism.
Knoxville, I had 4 addresses. In La Tech, I had 3 addresses. When I returned to the Bay, I had 3 addresses. In Alabama, I had 2. And since Cal/San Jose, I've had 3.
Wow.
16.
Amazing. That is amazing.
So I'm definitely speaking from a biased lens, going back to the convention, sorry. There are a few standout symposiums that I think everybody should at least try to get to. On Monday, there is a new coaches symposium. So for coaches who are 5 years and younger, they have an hour and some change devoted to conversation. I think you definitely should go. I have no clue if it's going to be good, but at least you're going to be around other coaches who are 5 years and younger.
Are they locking us non-young coaches
Yep.
out?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I don't know that they're locking them out. Let me say that. I don't know that they are, but it's geared towards that. As always, the Women in Coaching Symposium is happening.
Chewy's highlighting all the stuff you can't go to.
Here's the question, right? I was gonna
Those are
say
two.
we can't
There are
go to
two.
that.
Hold on.
Nonsense.
But I think that's half of what's wrong with the women in coaching thing is that no men we can't learn.
No, so that's why, because it's not for you to learn, it's for women to grow. Two different lenses.
That's an awesome soundbite, but it's still
It sure is.
Two different lenses. So it's like the minority club that meets incognito.
They can't wait a minute. You mean the one that can't get on the official schedule?
Oh,
and the one that doesn't invite all the minorities.
No, that's not true. No, that's not true. As an original founder of what that was, and when it used to be good, white folks was always invited, and the white folks was always in the room. Always.
That's not all the minorities.
Well, how many?
Moving on. Hold on.
Everybody else was invited. Everybody was a minority. What do you mean?
Oh no, because if you're the majority, you're not a minority.
Okay.
So okay, a whole different conversation. We got to come back to that one. We'll come. We'll do it on the live show.
Yes, we shall. Yes, we shall.
So Dr. Saxena, known famously as Dr. Saxena, but also known as VJ's dad at UCSB, is doing his foot presentation, 2 parts on Monday night. I've seen parts of it. I've heard parts of it. It's really good. Definitely something you should look into if you're available on Monday evening. If you're a DO, athletic.net is doing a couple symposiums throughout I think it's the first 2 days, if not 3. I don't know the content, but they seem like they're going to be a good thing. If you want to keep arguing and get some topics in about why long jumping isn't great, Sean Jackson's doing a symposium at the same time as Calvin Robinson doing when programming isn't programming anymore. So that one's there. We also, like I said, on Tuesday at 1, you've got VA and Boo doing their thing. On Tuesday night, there is an assistant coaches symposium, again, led by Vince Anderson. So I think that's going to be a good one. It seems like it's going to be a good one. And then, where'd it go?
See, I'm not an assistant coach, but I'm going to go to that.
Because I think it's going to be great for all levels, right? Because then you know how to lead your assistant coaches, and that's why I think that one's important.
You just argued against your whole stance for the women in coaching thing, right?
Wow.
No, because listen,
amen.
because again, you're wanting to go so you get education. I'm talking about women growing on their own.
Hey.
The 2 different lenses. I said there's 2 lenses, and that's what it is. Gosh, dog it. I didn't argue against myself.
Yes, you did. I
yes,
love
you
you.
did. Yes, you did.
And I led you right to it. I led you right
2
there.
different lenses. Clyde presents on Wednesday at 10:45.
Need to see that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read the title, and I'm gonna move on. Unlearn the American arrogance and myths of the 4x1 relay.
That's what
Enough said right there.
Considering that the pettiest
USATF.
individual in America is doing it, you should probably be there with your popcorn. because it will at least be entertaining.
Mhm.
Be
I think a great
educational.
one,
Education.
educational. He's going to infotain you. I think a good one for DOs is the do's and the don'ts for conducting NCAA meets. I think that's a good one. So don't know the content of it, but the context looks like it should be good. And then, of course, definitely go to your
Breakouts.
breakouts. Thank you. And then the rule sessions. You got to go to the rule sessions. You got to go to your general sessions because there is important content being discussed.
Yeah.
Important
Yes.
content.
As
So
a
Oh
member
wait,
of the committee,
aren't you presenting there too?
unfortunately.
Yes, so
As a
that's I
member
wasn't
of
gonna
the
I was
committee,
gonna let them figure that one out themselves. I just told them to go.
Can somebody record that for me?
Oh my goodness.
No, that one I was actually being serious.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sure
Figure it
it'll
out.
be on video somewhere.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of the job that Joanna Hayes did, she is giving a presentation, all things hurdles, on Thursday morning. And then there's one last one that I'm looking for on Thursday. In all bias, Jarvis is doing navigating the combined events in the collegiate system. So, but at that time period, there's a lot going on there, so I won't bore you with reading them all. But I thought that one's great because I think that's an untouched topic. So, lots of great content that's going to be delivered, potentially good content going to be delivered over the week. But definitely for you to pick and choose, not for us to tell you whether it is or it isn't. So with all of that said, thank you for listening to the last 10 minutes of rambling and arguments. We're not holding people out for the love of God.
We're doing that on the live show. We're doing.
So
We're doing.
Leading to that, if you are new to the show this season, we
find a way to do a live show.
Yeah, we find a way to get a live show together. We try to record it. I did it on Zoom 2 years ago, and it didn't work quite well, but we'll figure it out one day. But we'll get everyone involved that's there and try to show everybody who wasn't what we talk about. So, gonna take a breath, gonna take a break. See everybody in Florida or via Zoom in Florida next week, and we'll see each other soon. Bye, everyone.
Spades Tournament 3 is on.
Oh my God.